Welcome to Spotlight New England. I'm one of your hosts, Audrey McClelland.
And I'm Ashley Erling. It's been an exciting week in kind of the entertainment pop culture world.
There's been a ton going on.
There's been a lot going on, and we're going to get to one of the biggest things, which is the Oscar nominations or the Academy Award nominations, and we're going to talk about them in a minute. But also just from a pop culture standpoint, we have been blessed.
Yeah, we have.
There's so much going on this week. It's reminding me of the old days of the TMZ drama that you would see, more like celebrity gossip almost.
You remember Perez Hilton? That used to be my go-to.
Yes. It's feeling like that in the best way.
In a very good way.
Yeah.
It is. I feel like we know which is in a good way I'm saying this. We know way too much about celebrities right now.
Yes.
And, with leaked texts and emails revealed and just behind the scenes stuff. I mean, from Prince Harry
I know.
to everybody.
No,
but
I'm loving it.
It is one of those, it's a Hollywood week. It really is.
It's felt amazing.
We love that stuff.
Listen,
we love it.
For better or for worse, that world is an entertainment world. And that is part of the entertainment because you always want to know what these people, these celebrities, what their lives are really like.
Right.
Because it's such a, behind the curtain type of a thing.
What's been your favorite thing?
So this week there have been two things that I've really been on top of.
Okay.
And one of them is the Beckham drama.
Yes.
And I'm sorry that they're going through that because nobody wants family rifts, but family rifts happen all the time.
Right.
And if they're going to go ahead and put it out there, I'm going to go ahead and read about it.
Uh-huh.
I just think it's especially somebody who's just gone through a wedding, I'm finding a little bit of humor in it.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people are, and that's not
Does this surprise you?
That's not to make any of their feelings,
less,
whatever.
Yeah.
But no, I don't think I'm surprised one way or another. I mean, Victoria Beckham and David Beckham are, megastars in their own right. So there's always things that come along with that from PR teams and outside pressures that don't surprise me because I can't understand that level of life. What I do think is a little funny is thinking of Victoria Beckham hijacking the first dance.
I mean, I have
thinking,
4 sons.
Again,
they would kill me.
And I could see you doing it.
Yes, I probably
could see you doing it in a funny way.
In a good way, not in a Victoria way.
But I will say this, I really enjoy her makeup. I wear her eyeliner every day.
And I saw both of their documentaries, and I did love them. I really felt
I enjoy watching it.
I like this family.
So that's why it doesn't feel so bad to watch it, though, because they put it out there.
They do put everything out there.
That's part of it.
Yeah.
So now we're all in it. The other one is the Queer Eye guys.
Oh, I know.
Which I'm ooh, what happened here? Because I adore that show.
Yes.
I've always adored that.
Yes.
I've adored that show since it was the other Fab Five back in the early 2000s.
Oh, that was I remember that. I was in college.
I've always loved that show. But
isn't it refreshing that he kind of put that out there?
It's refreshing, but it was really just to throw shade.
It totally threw shade, but you do. But I do say I'll be honest with you, and as a mom, I would get animalistic because I can handle things on my own. But when it comes to my children, there's a different level of I don't want to say hatred, but there's a different level of something within you. And if I heard 3 people talking about my son or my daughter,
a pit bull when it comes to your children.
And I don't know any mom that wouldn't be like that, where you would be oh my God.
And then
it had to be bad enough for her to really.
Equally so, I don't know why I'm laughing, but I think because I'm thinking of my mom or you know what I mean. So to me it's a little funny because I think of my mom being all mad. But if Karamo sees that his mom is mad about something, he's gonna get upset about something because that's your mom,
right?
So anyway, those are the pop
and I do love those guys.
Oh, all of them.
It did make me sad to hear that there was this
I love all of them, and I love that show, and I will be binge watching it, which leads us to our next thing.
Yes,
that we saw this study about people who binge watch. I don't remember exactly what it said, but maybe lonelier people. I disagree.
I'm not lonely.
I'm not the least bit lonely.
I have all my binge friends, my binge shows.
And I look forward to the times.
What did you just binge?
Okay, so because of you, watched His and Hers.
Right, that was a good one. I like that.
It was a good one, and it was very easy to consume quickly.
Yes.
But I've now been going back because for a while, with just what was going on in my life, I didn't have a lot of time for TV.
Yeah.
And TV is my life. I love it.
Yeah.
So I've been going back and watching all the different Housewives franchises.
So good.
And binge watching them. And
you got to get ready for Becca.
Right. Yes. Because we're going to have our own franchise here. I've now caught up on Beverly Hills.
Good.
I am currently catching up on Salt Lake City.
Oh, Salt Lake City's actually one of my favorites.
They are.
They're my favorite, I think, now. And it wasn't always that way.
It is.
I love that one.
It's actually unbelievable how much they fight with each other. It is unbelievable.
It's amazing.
And then they just announced the Academy Awards.
I know, we didn't even get to it.
Which we didn't get to. So, like, but I haven't seen most of these movies.
Shocks? Any shocks
to you? No, because I haven't watched any of them. Begonia, F1, Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another. Those are all the ones we just saw at the Golden Globes. Secret Agent, Sentimental Value, Sinners got the most nominations. And it rivaled Titanic.
Oh, wow.
Train Dreams. I've seen 0.
I haven't seen any. I haven't been to the movies in a long time.
Well, I don't know that these are all even in the movies.
Are they now? Can I watch from home?
I think a lot of them are streaming. So we'll
if it's not a rom-com, I normally don't tune in.
We'll have a lot to catch up on during the snowstorms.
We will. We will. See? One good light at the end of the tunnel for the snowstorm.
That's it.
But stick around. We have a great show for you today. A wonderful guest coming up next that we're excited to learn more about. Stick around. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Spotlight New England. We are so excited for our next guest. We have Carla Mulhern, who is the executive director of the Izzy Foundation, and that is a foundation that is very near and dear to our hearts too. And we are just so happy that you're here, not only to talk more about it and give our insight a little bit more about really what the foundation is all about, but to really learn about more of like what you do for the foundation and why it's so important to you. So thanks for being here with us.
Thank you for having me. It's so great to see you both.
Always love having you. I know, you know, when I was getting dressed this morning, I don't really have purple, as it turns out.
I have a couple purple. I had
I felt like this.
I felt like this beautiful today when you came in.
It is kind of purple.
It's not purple. It's more of an eggplant, aubergine.
But you two work in the same.
The purple,
right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm in the Navy, but I mean, the second, you know, she had a beautiful purple coat on.
Yes.
So the second you walked in, I was like, you know what? Like, this is a woman that truly does embody like the basis of. But for our viewers that are tuning in, just tell us a little bit more about the Izzy Foundation and really what it's all about.
So the Izzy Foundation was born out of honor and memory of Isabel Walrab, who, if you go on our website, she's this beautiful little girl who was about a year and a half diagnosed with stage 4 pediatric cancer. And her parents, who were both doctors in the Rhode Island network, went everywhere seeking treatment for her, so far as to Germany. And one of the things they found in Germany was they had this beautiful waiting space. And even though the families really, some of them were speaking all different languages, they all had that common bond of, our child is sick, our children are sick. And the room was beautiful, and Izzy's mom and dad, Tina and Carla, said, why don't we have that at Hasbro? Because the waiting room at Hasbro was brown and scary and ugh. And then when Izzy was about 3.5, she earned her angel wings, and her parents said, could, crawl in a hole, or you could make her memory live on. And they took all of the money, rebuilt the waiting room on the 5th floor of Hasbro, beautiful purple space, which is, the Izzy family room. And we just celebrated last year 10 years of the room being open.
Wow, it's been 10 years. Yeah. Unbelievable.
I mean, there's just, so much to touch on here, but this, the Izzy Foundation in this room really is such an important part of what goes on at Hasbro Children's Hospital. Anyone who has a child or a family member who has been through there has mentioned this. My stepson, nothing, that bad, but goes to Hasbro frequently and has spent a lot of time there, and that was something that he looked forward to as well, is spending time in that room. It really is a special place. I know that so many families have told you guys how much it has meant to them. Tell us more about that, and the feedback from the community. I think it's really a special place.
It is, and that's what we want it to be. We want families to be able to come in. Though the hospital rooms, are not exactly. They're kind of scary.
Yeah.
Being able to come in every day, families 24 hours a day. That space is theirs. We call it the Purple House, and you can literally feel. Izzy's hug when you walk in the door, cup of coffee waiting for you. hygiene, snacks, we have crafts, TVs, computers. And the great thing is, and we would not be able to do this without the community, is meals. So Monday through Friday, we have amazing sponsors who sponsor the meals, and then we have amazing restaurants that provide them. On average, we are feeding 50 to 60 families a day.
Wow.
We feed on the 5th floor, all the families, and then we go down on the pediatric ICU wing because they can't leave. And feed those families. And a lot of people don't realize that it's like $350 a day to feed the families, and to be able to continue to do that. And on average, it's about, last year, we serviced 7,000 to 8,000 families over the course of the year.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
And people don't realize it because, knock on wood, you have a healthy child. But even if you have to come in, my friend had to come in, her son had a really bad bug bite.
Yeah.
And she's like, thank God I knew what you were doing, because I was able to come in and just have a cup of coffee and get away, because her son was a little scared. So to be able to do that and be able to let families know that we're doing that is so important. And that's why I appreciate being here, because the awareness is so important to keep the foundation going.
And and that's a good point, because obviously, so you've been the executive director. We just talked before we came on. This is your 4th year?
Coming on 4 years.
4 years.
Yes.
What drew you to work with this? Because this is a foundation that changes lives for people. It really does. But what drew you to want to really be part of this?
So, and Ashley knows this really well with me.
She has the biggest heart in the world. Carla has the biggest heart of probably anyone I've ever met in real life. Yeah, no. I over the years have worked with Carla on different projects for different, wonderful charities, and the only reason I did it, I'm just kidding, it's not the only reason, but like the main reason I did it is because of Carla, because she cares so much and she is so wonderful and she just wants to help people. And that's the reason I got involved with so many different local charities, and thankfully I did. Thank you for helping me to do that. But this is the reason why. So whenever Carla attaches herself to something, that it's important.
You're so sweet.
That's true.
I literally was in school. I was a paralegal for like 20 years. Truth be told, I lost my best friend when I was about 10 to leukemia. First person I lost in my life, and her memory stayed with me. And back then there wasn't Facebook or any of that stuff, so you kind of lost touch with people. And through this weird twist of fate, I was working at an insurance company, was very happy, been there 7 years, and someone reached out to me and said, I want you to run for this nonprofit, this fundraising campaign for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. And I didn't even hesitate. I'm like, yeah, I want to do this. I figured I'll do this in memory of Michelle. I already started putting together what I wanted to do. And then that next week, it's just so crazy. There was a nominating committee. My friend went in and she said, oh, my friend Carla accepted the nomination. She's going to do it in memory of her friend Michelle Hopkins. And the girl next to her tapped her and said, oh my God, I think that's my sister.
Stop it.
Yeah, and I got involved with the family again. I'm still friends with them. It was this just weird twist of fate, and I did it, and I loved it. I just loved doing something for Michelle's memory. I love the people, the survivors, the stories. I'm like, why am I doing paralegal work? Nothing wrong with that. I need to do this. So it totally changed the course of my life. And through that, meeting people like Ashley, you're able to pivot. You're able to see these amazing people doing amazing things. And I will laugh because I met with her.
At which thing, Carla? We have so many things we could laugh about, you and I.
She brought me in to showcase something with LLS, and she has this bright light about her. I'm like, I gotta get her to run. So I asked her to meet with me for coffee, and she knew what I wanted.
She knew, right.
She put up a tough fight, but I'm like, I'm getting her in. And you killed it. You did so amazing.
I did.
You doing that.
You know what? I remember. I think I may have even said, I will absolutely not be doing that, but I will meet you for coffee. Because whatever.
Yeah.
And she convinced me. She did. She convinced me, and I did raise a decent amount of money, which I was happy about for all of that. And I think the thing though that's important is realizing that people really can make a big difference and a big impact. And I've always grown up with volunteerism in my life, and the reason I shied away originally from the one we were doing is because we had to put on a lot of events and things like that, and I just was nervous that nobody would show up.
Oh.
And I was like, nobody's gonna come. I'm not gonna make any money. I know. I'm like, I still have that feeling every time we do it. But that was what I was scared of. But I think that it's important for people to realize that it really does start with you, and you can volunteer to do something and make a difference, or donate money, or there's so many different things you can do. And I think that you have helped a lot of people here in our community in Rhode Island through the different charities and very much through the Izzy Foundation now, because that is a hyper local charity, which I love.
Yes.
Realize that we ourselves as individuals can have a large impact on our community.
Yeah. And I think that's the one thing I love so much about the Izzy Foundation is that you're able to see the money that you raise. I can tell people where it's going.
Right.
So we just finished a campaign with high school students, and they fundraised, and they said, some student raised, $500, and she's like, Carla, I want to fund 2 meals in the room. And she's able to come in and serve the meals. Like, how rewarding.
I like that full circle.
That's amazing.
Especially with high school kids.
Yes.
Because you're, one, doing the work, but then 2, you get to see the impact.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that's important. And that's one of the things I really love about the Izzy Foundation. It's tangible.
Yeah.
You know, you see that you're making a difference. And I think that's important.
It is. And it's being able to have businesses come in. I think when you talk about it and what we do, it's a different thing is when you come in and you're actually seeing the impact that you have on families. We have people that come in we're going to be doing every other Saturday breakfast, and then we have this great improv group that comes in, and if families can't leave their room, they'll go and do.
Oh my gosh, how great!
Even outside the doors if they're immune compromised.
I love that.
It's just every day you get to see. There's a lot of bad things going on right now, but to be able to see the greatness in people,
you're
just
able
makes
to
me
bring
very happy.
Happiness to people's lives.
Exactly.
And it might seem like a small thing, but it's a huge thing at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And what kind of events do you do to raise money? Because I know you do unbelievable events.
She's like, all of them.
So many.
But clearly, you do an incredible job at getting out and raising awareness. But most of all, the most important thing is raising money to be able to continue to do these services.
And I didn't realize how much money it does take.
I didn't realize these are per day.
Yeah,
wow.
it really it's $350 a day.
Wow.
It is, and then on top of that, we're providing water and snacks and hygiene. It adds up. I mean, we had someone that Ashley and I both know, and her son was diagnosed with a rare form of leukemia, and she was there before the room was built. She was there for 19 months. So I think she went maybe at home a couple of days. That adds up, like toothbrush, toothpaste, like things like that. You just
It's
you
just
have no
hard to even wrap your brain around.
Seriously, you have no idea. And I went in really fast. I went into a room the other day, and this family had been there for a couple of days. Really didn't know we were there. We come in with a cart with lunch, introduced myself, and I said, we're here with lunch for you. And he's like, gets his wallet out, how much? And I'm like, oh, no, it's free. And then he starts crying. I start crying. It's just like,
oh my God.
Carla's like, I'm crying. Audrey would be crying.
In rooms for hours.
I know.
Oh my
people
gosh.
are just spending so much money. So even something so simple.
Right.
Yeah, but it takes an army. I mean, we need, the help from the community, and that comes from events and sponsorships and, all those things. So we're doing that round the clock. I think we're up to 5 or 6 yearly events.
Yeah.
That's amazing. It's amazing. And you always get a good crowd.
We do.
And you always get and you always draw in just so many people that want to do what they can to help.
We try to get as many people as we can. We try to really listen to people on what they like and what they want to do. We have a great board. We have a great junior advisory board. Most of these kids, some of these kids recommend treatment with Izzy and really know the impact of the room and working in their schools and things. So we have things from gala to the golf tournament to Izzy Inspires. We have a Izzy K coming up in April, which is I think our 4th year. We started that. So all of that goes to help out. But we wouldn't be able to do it without the community.
I know I already said this, but I think what is so special about the Izzy Foundation is how hyper local it is here in our own community. Izzy's parents, such lovely, wonderful people, and so is aspiring. When you talk to them and you meet them, and that's just another reason, you just want to be a part of the community, and they're doing such good through such tragedy. And I think that's why people want to help, because to hear them go on and try to honor Izzy in that way is, you know, it really makes you think.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, and it, you know, and you hate to say it, but anyone or anyone you know could be in that situation.
Yeah.
Something as simple. I think people think we're just an organization that treats children with cancer.
Right.
No, anyone that walks through that door. Crohn's, diabetes, bug bites, whatever it is, you come through that door and we're there to help you. And it goes beyond that. We provide scholarships to students, both high school and college, and their siblings. The stories that we read across the country, that's amazing too. And these families, what they have to go through. And it hits too. You see the impact of the family. So it's, you know, we're helping the children, but we're helping the families, and try to have them take care of themselves so that they're there for their children. Because one of the things I didn't realize either is there is no cafeteria at Hasbro. So it's cafeteria at Rhode Island, but no one wants to make that trip and walk. So we just try to help them where we're at.
You are doing amazing work, Carla.
We have a little event coming up with you as well, so we should just shout it out right now, but we'll be sure to post on social that on February 6th from 4 to 6, we will all be at the new Kendra Scott store at Garden City that just opened, and so a portion of the proceeds will be going to the Izzy Foundation, which we're very happy to help support. But if people want to get in contact with the Izzy Foundation or you, if they would want to, you know, either be involved or make donations, how can they do that?
Yeah, it's very easy. It's izzyfoundation.org. Everything is right there. You can do donation drives, you can sponsor, you can volunteer and come out and help at some of these events and get to see everybody. It's a lot of fun. Everything is right there at your fingertips. Our whole team is there, and you get to see everything that we do. So
we love Carla. Thanks for coming and chatting with us.
So good to be
so great to
here.
learn more about the Izzy Foundation. Wonderful.
Thank you.
And stick around. We have more to come with Spotlight New England.
So it's been a really busy week here in Rhode Island, actually.
It has been a busy week.
In addition to all of the pop
everything
culture
else going on
we spoke about. But the James Beard semifinalist nominations came out this week, and we talk about food a lot on the show, and we always will, because we just have so many amazing restaurants, and there were several here
I'm excited
in Rhode
about
Island.
This.
Okay,
Great
so
list.
Oberlin was nominated for Outstanding Restaurant. Jasmine from Audette in Newport is nominated for Emerging Chef. I haven't been there. Best New Restaurant nomination, Claudine in Providence.
Oh, we still have to get there.
I know. They've been here on the show. That's like on my sooner than later list, because I've heard nothing but amazing things. And they were so wonderful.
They were wonderful when they came. Yes.
Best New Bar, Loma in Providence.
Okay.
Which I've also heard amazing things about. Our friend Laura from Buns and Bites.
Oh, she was just telling us about it too.
About their
thing. Yeah.
Outstanding Professional in Cocktail Service.
Who was that?
Jesse from Club Frills was nominated for that. Best New Chef Northeast, there were 3.
Yep.
Kevin O'Donnell from Justo. I just love Justo. I think it is such a cool restaurant.
It is a great spot.
Derek Wagner from Nick's on Broadway. Such a Rhode Island staple. Iconic. And then Annie Parisi, who I haven't met yet, from Jade Bun.
Oh my!
Jade Bun is the one that is like viral on TikTok and Instagram and social media. I haven't been yet because it's down in Westerly.
Right, it's almost near you are. My husband went.
He picked it up one time.
Yeah, but you have
takeout only, right?
It's only takeout, and there's always a line, so you have to go there and prepare yourself to wait.
Did he order ahead?
He ordered ahead, but it was only like he said he had to wait like maybe 30 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad.
But people wait for hours if you just show up.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. But it's supposed to be the best.
Yeah. So that's definitely on my list. Josh and I.
Yeah, you guys are going to have to go.
Well, we talk about it all the time, but like.
It's a commitment.
I'm a Rhode Islander now.
It's a commitment. You're going to drive all the way to Westerly.
I might as well get a hotel room. I'm kidding. I really want to go there.
It's a trip.
No, it sounds amazing. I really want to go there. And I love like that.
Then you'll love it. Yeah. Absolutely.
Lots of exciting stuff going on. Lots to look forward to. Congratulations to all of those restaurants and chefs. Can't wait to see if any of them win the big one. Thanks for joining us today on Spotlight New England. We'll see you next time.